Dr. Gay, when Harvard allows foreign students to enter the U.S. on a student visa, you are responsible for ensuring that they uphold our American values of free speech and free exercise of religion. Harvard can expel students who are here on a visa if they commit acts of violence or threaten violence against American citizens, which would terminate their student visas. Dr. Gay, has Harvard expelled any foreign students who are here on student visas for threatening violence against American students?
Our international students are an enormous source of pride for Harvard and part of our strength as an institution.
Absolutely.
And we hold those
I just want
students
to know
accountable.
Have you expelled anybody?
We hold those students accountable to the same set of disciplinary processes that we hold all of our students accountable to.
So you have not expelled anybody? I'm assuming your non-answer is an answer to the students. They now know you have not expelled any foreign student for threatening the Jewish students. Dr. Gay, if Harvard found out that a student organization was taking money from or coordinating with a foreign terrorist organization, would you immediately suspend that student organization?
So our student organizations are recognized on the condition that they comply with Harvard policies. When they violate those policies, there are repercussions.
Thank you. Ms. Magill, today you said that you defend free speech at Upenn and follow the U.S. Constitution to determine your speech guidelines. Would you allow President Trump, who is a graduate of Upenn, to speak at Upenn if a student group invited him?
Yes.
That's excellent. I'm sure President Trump will be happy to hear that you would welcome him on the Upenn campus. Ms. Magill, earlier this year, a former Upenn student told the House Judiciary Committee that she was forced to undress and change next to a grown man with male genitalia 18 times a week in the locker room. Ms. Magill, do you think it's appropriate for Upenn to force young women to change in a locker room with biological men against their will?
I appreciate the question. At Penn, we follow the rules of competition, and if a student complies with the NCAA rules, they can compete for Penn.
Yes, this is a clear violation of Title IX. You are violating the civil rights of your female students, and you will be held to account for it. Ms. Magill, as president of Upenn, can you give us some insight into why Joe Biden was paid almost $1 million by Upenn? What were his responsibilities when he is at Upenn? Did he teach a class?
I appreciate the question. President Biden was a professor of practice at University of Pennsylvania for a little over 2 years. My understanding is that his salary was $400,000 a year. We also had Mr. Jeb Bush as a professor of practice at University of Pennsylvania. President Biden had a wide variety of obligations. He was in many different classes.
What obligations exactly did he have?
He held seminars. He was in many different classes. He interacted with thousands of students over the time he was there. He invited speakers. The goal of the center was to enhance.
For $400,000, anonymous Chinese donations poured into Upenn after your university hired Joe Biden, and he appeared to have a no-show job. The House Oversight Committee is going to get to the bottom of this.